Hey everybody, it's Chris Seeds, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. There almost wasn't an episode this week because at Thanksgiving there's lots of kids running around, and apparently one of my sister's twins was patient zero and passed a lovely stomach flu along to everyone in the family. Well, not everyone, but it seems like most of us. So that sucked. But I'm feeling better, so I thought I'd sit down and give you a quick update, because, as I had said last week, I was looking forward to Thanksgiving to really put portable Skyrim to the test, and I played it for a little bit on the way up, but only a little. Mostly it was on the way home, where I really went to town, and I played it for probably a good 2.5 hours, maybe 3. It was a long... The bus ride home is a local, so it was annoying. And I had plenty of time to kill, so I just lost myself in Skyrim. And it's great, because as opposed to when you're watching a movie or reading a book or something, like, you're constantly distracted and looking at the time and saying, oh my god, we're still not home yet, this is horrible. But when you're actively playing a video game, you can lose yourself in it, and you're just like do, and then suddenly you're there. And I had played portable Skyrim for brief periods, but this was like playing for hours straight, so it was interesting to see how that would hold up. And it holds up great. It was perfect. It still controls great. It still plays great. I had no trouble with it. The only time where I feel like it's slightly better on the TV is if I'm in like dark caves and corridors. It gets a little too dark, whereas I feel like on the TV, because it's blown up, it's not as dark. But like if I'm in like really dark tunnels and stuff, like in caves, I get a little turned around and it's annoying. But yeah, like I plowed through, and I did some quests, and I found a great new weapon. I even killed a dragon, which was awesome. It would have been much more impressive on the TV, but whatever. It's that really easy one by Morthal because it has freeze breath, and I'm playing as a Nord, so that basically just tickles. So he was really easy to take down. Whatever. But what's weird about Skyrim, and I had forgotten this, is that that dragon I took down by myself, no problem, killed the dragon, easy peasy. And I tried to do this other quest, and I got into the cave, and I'm killing frostbite spiders, no problem, and then suddenly there's like a handful of Falmers, and they kick my ass. And I'm like, I just killed a dragon. Why is this so hard? Like, what the hell? Like, I go in one cave, and there's a giant troll, and I'm like, yep, nope. I tried to fight it for a little bit, but it was really hard, and I was like, nope, we're leaving. We'll come back later. Maybe. But it was a great way to make the trip go by, because you can just lose yourself in it, and also, the battery held up surprisingly well. Skyrim is one of those... I mean, I know that certain games drain the battery less than others, but Skyrim is clearly going to be a really big battery suck. But I actually played it for, I think, a good 2 hours or more before I got down to like 35-40% battery power, and I said, you know what, let me just plug it in. Because we're still not home yet, and I don't want to be like in the middle of something and have the battery die, and then I lose my save game or something. So, I was very, very impressed with how well Skyrim played portably. Played for hours, loved every minute of it. Well, except for the parts where I was fighting something that I should have been able to kill, and it just kicked my ass, and it was annoying. The rest of the time, super fun. But the other thing that I really wanted to talk about this week is Nintendo released Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. and it's available for mobile in the iPhone, the App Store, the Apple App Store, and for Android. Although you do need to have a newer device in order to play it. My little niece was very excited when I told her about it, and she went to download it onto her little iPod, and it wouldn't let her. It wouldn't run on her iPod, which she has like an iPod Touch. And it's one of the newer ones, I would assume, but I guess it's not new enough. But I have mixed feelings about it. As a huge Animal Crossing fan, as you know, all I really want is a new, proper Animal Crossing game. It's been over 4 years. We didn't get one on the Wii U. I assume we'll get one on the Switch at some point, but they have not really announced anything yet, which is super irritating. It's been almost a year, and we still haven't even gotten a hint of a proper Animal Crossing game. The problem that I have with Pocket Camp is that it's just like the other ones. It's just like Amiibo Festival and Happy Home Designer. It's basically like, here is another kind of game using the Animal Crossing trappings. And it's just still not Animal Crossing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you run a campground, and you're supposed to decorate your campsite to lure animals to join you. And you can go around to these different little areas, and you can go fishing and catch bugs and pick fruit, collect shells, whatever. And you collect all these items in order to deliver them to the animals, and they're like, hey, I need, 3 fish. And you're like, okay, here you go. And they're like, okay, great. And then they're like, the little heart fills up and they like you more. And then once you get them to like you enough, they'll move to your campsite, but only if you have very specific furniture items that they like built and on display. Then they will come and they will visit your campsite. And because the campsite is so small, you have to take away other items to put new ones in, to lure someone in. And it seems as though even after you've taken away other items, the animal that liked those items will still visit. But it's like, it's just a lot of busy work. You're just collecting stuff, and you're doing favors for everybody and just delivering stuff to everybody in order to raise friendship levels and get more materials so that you can then craft the furniture that you need to lure that animal to visit you. And the thing is that there's a bunch of animals that I don't care about, And there's some that I do, like Butch. Super happy to see Butch again. And I rather liked Bo and Apollo. I just got Apollo today. But there's a bunch of animals where I'm like, I don't know you, I don't really like you, I'll do favors for you while you're sitting here, but I don't care to waste my materials to build the cute furniture to get you to move to my campsite and visit. Like, because I don't care. Like, obviously you get something when they visit, you get more materials and rewards, and you can continue to grow and build more furniture, but I don't care about that person, so I don't want them there. And it's also irksome because I see everyone else tweeting pictures and screenshots, and also if you visit someone else's campsite, everyone has all the same animals. It's not randomized as much as a regular Animal Crossing game, where when you would visit someone's town, it was fun to go from house to house to see who was living in their town, because it would be completely different animals than what you had. And you could meet new people and say, oh, I like this one, tell me when they're going to move, and I want them to move to my town. Here, it's like you go, and everyone's got the same people and the same furniture, and it's all just sort of like the same. So there's not as much variety. So, like customizing your own campsite and your camper. I mean, I did get a cool new paint job on my camper, which was, kind of neat. The problem is that some of them cost money, they cost bells. The one I got cost bells. The other ones cost leaf tickets. And the problem is that you collect leaf tickets by, leveling up and doing favors and whatever. But I like to save the leaf tickets because those are sometimes necessary for other things. I don't want to waste those because those are what you spend money on, real world money. And I refuse to spend any real world money. Because you'd think that if there was ever a mobile game that was a free-to-play that would get me to actually shell out real-world cash, it would be an Animal Crossing one. But no, I don't like it enough for that. And I refuse to spend real money. Sorry, and my friend Cam is convinced that I will, and I will not. Ever. It's just like lots of little annoying things where like, oh, I want that paint job. Oh, but it costs 150 Leaf tickets and I only have 154. I'm not wasting Leaf tickets just to make my camper look different. I don't like it. I don't want it that much. And then there's like the quarry where you can go and like get a lot of... Well, I thought it was something else, but you basically break 5 rocks. You can choose up to 5 rocks in the quarry that you can break, and you collect gems, and then you'll get bells for those gems. And you can't get into the quarry unless 5 of your friends... You can ask 5 friends for help. Well, you have to ask like a ton of friends for help, and then when 5 of them agree to help you on their phones and say, okay, okay. The problem is it's very subtle. You see a little shovel next to their name. So I tap it, and then I can say, yes, I'll help them get into the quarry. But you have to have 5 of your friends help you get into the quarry, then you can do it. And you basically come out with, like, 8 to 10,000 bells, whatever. It's not that helpful. And you can also spend 20 Leaf tickets to get in, but I'm definitely not doing that. I almost did, but eventually my friends got me in. But it's only good for 1 try. Then you have to get them to do it again to get you in. But I'm like, all you're going to get out of it is bells. So, like, what is the actual point of that? So that is a complete waste of time. I did learn later that the little mini marketplace that they have where you can buy pieces of furniture or some clothing, I thought it would change every day, like in a regular Animal Crossing game, but it actually changes multiple times during the day. So it's better, you can go back multiple times a day and check. Which makes sense because it's a mobile game, and mobile games are meant to go, you play a little here, you play a little there, you play a little there. Whereas regular Animal Crossing, you just sit down and play it, and you play it for like 15-20 minutes, and then you put it away, and you go back the next day. Or whenever. I go back the next day. Not everybody does. But it still has the Animal Crossing charm in the dialogue. It's very cute, but the whole thing is just a lot of work, and it's like I'm supposed to build all this furniture in order to get these animals to move in, but I don't really care about those animals, and I want different animals, but you can't get different animals, and it's sort of frustrating. But the really big problem that I have with Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is it requires a connection to play, and I hate mobile games that require a connection to play. Like, I get that it needs to save your game, but, like, maybe just don't quit the app until it gets a, I don't know. But, like, I can't play it on the subway going to or from work. I have to play it at home, or, like, at lunch I could maybe play it for a little bit or something, but I need to have, like, and you have to have a good connection, and it's just super frustrating. Super frustrating. Like, save the game to the phone, and then the next time you're online you can upload the cloud save, I mean, something like that. So, I don't know how long I'm going to keep playing it. I've been playing it, I'm up to like level 15, and I'm just like, or 14 something, and I've like leveled up a bunch, I've got a bunch of people living in, visiting my campsite, but, I'm just sort of like, And it's not what I like about Animal Crossing, which is the fun personality, but it's all very laid back and easygoing, and you can just do what you want when you want. Here, you have to build the furniture to get them in there, and to make them be friends with you, you have to go and do all these favors for them, and you actually see their friend meters rise, and they become friendlier with you, and you can boost your friend levels with them. And I was like, no, I just like doing favors for them, and then maybe someday they'll give me their picture to say thank you, and that's how I know they're my BFF. Like, I don't need friend levels, it's all so detailed, and there's so much stuff, and I just want laid-back, relaxed Animal Crossing, Pocket Camp, it's not that same laid-back experience, you know what I mean? So, we'll see how long I keep playing it for. Whatever. It's on my phone. I'll probably go back to it here and there. But I won't be, going back every day, even though you get a login bonus. We'll see. So that's it. Come back next time and I'll talk about probably more Pocket Camp if I've discovered new things. Or if I haven't, I'll say, it's still the same thing. And whatever else I've got to talk about. Bye!